Most engines don't die of old age. They're murdered by bad maintenance advice. Manufacturers want your car to look reliable on paper, not be reliable in real life. That's why some cars fail at 130,000 miles, while others cruise past 500,000 without a single rebuild. Want to be in that second group? Then forget what the owner's manual told you and start listening to the mechanics who've actually seen what keeps engines alive. In this video, we'll break down the 17 critical habits that can double your car's lifespan, save you thousands in repairs, and keep your engine running like it just rolled off the lot. Let's get into it. Habit number 17, the 5K oil rule. If you're still following the factory oil change schedule, you're already killing your engine, slowly. That 10,000 mile or once a year recommendation, it wasn't written to protect your engine. It was written by marketing teams to sell more cars. Manufacturers know most people won't keep their vehicles past the warranty, so they make the maintenance look cheap on paper. But here's what real-world mechanics will tell you. Engines thrive on fresh oil every 3,000 to 5,000 miles, especially if you sit in traffic, drive short trips, or live where it's hot, dusty, or humid. Stick to the factory interval, and sludge starts forming. Metal-on-metal wear begins. You won't notice it now, but 5 years from now, your timing chain, cam phasers, and variable valve timing system will start falling apart, and you'll have no idea why. Pro tip: use synthetic oil for modern engines and conventional for older ones. And never skip the oil filter, especially not with those $2 junk filters. OEM filters only. And if your oil's dark, don't wait. Change it now. You want 500,000 miles out of that engine? This is where it starts. Ditch the owner's manual and follow what actually works. Habit number 16. Change transmission fluid. Waiting for your transmission to slip before you change the fluid is like waiting for a heart attack before you stop eating fried chicken. By then, it's already too late. See, automakers love to label it lifetime transmission fluid. But here's the truth. That lifetime ends way before your car hits 200,000 miles, and definitely before 500K. Inside that fluid, heat, debris, friction dust, and metal shavings building up shift after shift. And the worst part? It hides. It still looks red, still smells normal, but deep down, it's chewing through your gears like sandpaper. Once it starts slipping, it's game over. You're looking at a $4,000 rebuild. The fix? Drain and fill every 60,000 miles, or 90K for hybrids, max. No full flush unless it's been changed regularly. And never use cheap universal fluids, only OEM, like Toyota WS for Toyotas, Honda ATF DW1 for Hondas. Mix the wrong fluid and you're playing with fire. Delayed shifts, overheating, complete failure. If your shifts feel off, don't wait. The next time you try to shift, it might not shift at all. Habit number 15. Coolant clock reset. Coolant doesn't just go bad, it turns into acid. And when it does, your engine's next hot summer day could be its last. Over time, coolant breaks down and becomes corrosive. It eats away your water pump, rots the seals, clogs the heater core, and silently sets you up for a blown head gasket. The warning signs? Sweet-smelling fumes, white smoke, a reservoir that keeps going low. That's not a mystery. It's a meltdown in progress, and all of it could have been prevented with one simple habit. Flush the coolant every 3 to 5 years. But here's the golden rule. Don't mix colors. Red coolant? Use red. Blue? Use blue. Mixing universal jugs turns your cooling system into soup, and not the kind you want in your engine. Want a bonus trick? Use the correct OEM coolant, and you could lower engine temps by up to 10 degrees on hot days. That's extra protection without ever touching your fan. Don't wait for smoke signals from your hood. Treat your coolant like a clock, because if it runs out, so does your engine. Habit number 14. Timing belt deadline. Your timing belt won't squeal, rattle, or warn you. It just snaps. And when it does, game over. The owner's manual might say replace it at 100,000 miles or 10 years, but ask any experienced mechanic, that's way too late. Most timing belts start cracking between 60,000 and 80,000 miles,
especially in older engines or ones exposed to heat and oil seepage. But here's the kicker. Timing belts age even when you don't drive. A 7-year-old belt with only 40,000 miles can snap without warning, sending your pistons and valves into all-out war, and that means a $4,000 plus engine rebuild. The fix? Get it inspected at 60,000 miles. If it's dry, cracked, or shiny, replace it. And don't just swap the belt. Replace the tensioner, idler pulley, and water pump too. They wear together, and skipping them means you'll pay twice. And if your belt sits behind a cover, get it checked during oil changes or major services. No noise, no warning. One snap. That's all it takes. Want your engine to survive past 200K? Then don't gamble on rubber.
Habit number 12. Replace the fuel filter. If your fuel filter looks like coffee sludge, your engine's already choking, and you probably don't even know it. The fuel filter's job is simple. Keep dirt and debris out of your engine. But when it clogs up, it starves your fuel pump, ruins your injectors, wrecks your MPG, and slowly kills performance. The scary part? You won't feel it until the damage is already spreading. Hesitation, stalling, misfires, sluggish throttle. At that point, you're not just cleaning fuel, you're replacing entire systems. Here's how to stay ahead. Replace every 30,000 to 60,000 miles. Even sooner if you tow, drive in dusty areas, or use cheap gas. Always use OEM or trusted brands like Bosch, Motorcraft, or AC Delco. Never trust a mechanic who says, "We blew it out, you're good." That's lazy. Replace it. And skip the off-brand filters. Many break down from ethanol, leaking tiny fibers into your fuel system. Want clean combustion, smoother power, and a fuel pump that lasts past 100K? Change that filter on time. Don't wait for your engine to sputter for help. Habit number 11. Flush brake fluid every 2 to 3 years. If your brakes can't stop you, your car won't make it to 500,000 miles. Simple as that. Brake fluid doesn't just sit there. It's hygroscopic, meaning it absorbs moisture from the air every single year. Over time, that water lowers its boiling point. What starts at 446 degrees Fahrenheit, DOT4, can drop below 280 degrees Fahrenheit, low enough to boil during heavy braking. When that happens, air bubbles form. Your brake pedal goes soft. Your stopping power disappears fast. Most drivers never check it. Some don't even know it needs changing. But smart drivers, they test it. They flush it. They don't play roulette with their brakes. Here's the fix. Test it with a $20 moisture meter. Flush it every 2 to 3 years. Always use the exact type your car requires. .3, 4, or 5.1. Don't guess. Don't top it off. Flush the system. A clean brake system doesn't just stop you faster. It keeps your entire vehicle safe and roadworthy for the long haul. Want to survive 500,000 miles? Then you better be able to stop when it counts.
Habit number 10. Gearbox Guardian Routine. Your engine gets all the love, but it's your differential that quietly grinds itself to death while you ignore it. Most drivers never service their differentials or transfer cases. These components keep your wheels spinning properly, especially in AWD or 4WD vehicles, and they rely on thick gear oil to survive brutal pressure. But over time, that oil breaks down, picks up metal shavings, turns into sludge, and chews through bearings and gears like sandpaper. Think you'll hear a warning? You won't. Differentials whine for months until they lock up, and suddenly it's tow truck time, plus a massive repair bill. Here's how to protect them. Change gear oil every 30K to 50K miles, especially if you tow, off-road, or use AWD often. Always warm up the car first to thin the fluid. Drain the old oil, clean the magnetic tip, and refill using the exact spec gear oil. No substitutions. Fill until the oil drips from the fill hole. That's the sweet spot. Don't forget your transfer case either. It splits torque and handles serious pressure. Ignore these systems and your car won't just die early. It'll fail hard and fast. High-mileage vehicles aren't just about engines. They're about everything spinning underneath. Habit number 9. Replace the PCV valve. This tiny $10 part can destroy your engine if you ignore it, and it won't even trigger a check engine light. The PCV valve, positive crankcase ventilation, regulates pressure inside your engine. But when it clogs or fails, that pressure builds, and suddenly you've got blown seals, vanishing oil, and a $1,200 leak on your hands. I've seen engines burn a quart of oil every 1,000 miles just because of this overlooked valve. And here's the scary part. You won't notice it right away. You'll just keep topping off oil, wondering where it's going. No warning light, no dashboard alert, just slow, silent damage. Here's what to do. Replace the PCV valve every 30,000 to 50,000 miles. Do it sooner if you see smoke, rough idling, or sudden oil loss. Twist it out, pop in a new one, and inspect the hose while you're there. Cost? Around $10 to $20. Time? Less than 5 minutes. One cheap, fast swap, and you could save your entire engine from choking itself to death. Tiny part, massive impact. Ignore it and pay the price later.
Habit number 8. Clean the mass airflow sensor, MAF. Your engine breathes through one tiny sensor, and when it's dirty, it's like trying to sprint with a cloth over your mouth. The mass airflow sensor, MAF, tells your engine how much air is entering. But when dust or oil coats its wires, your engine gets bad info and starts mixing fuel all wrong. That means sluggish performance, poor MPG, rough idle, hard starts, and check engine codes like P0101 or P0104. Most people replace the sensor. Big mistake. You don't need a new one. You just need to clean it. Here's how. Locate it near the air filter box. Unplug and remove it carefully. Spray with CRC MAF sensor cleaner, nothing else. And never touch the wires. Let it air dry completely. Reinstall it and reconnect. Want proof it worked? Use an OBD2 scanner. Check airflow grams per second before and after. Clean it every 12,000 to 15,000 miles, or more often if you use oiled filters. It's a $10 fix that can bring your engine back to life, boost mileage, and even cancel that check engine light. Before you buy parts, try cleaning the sensor. Your wallet and your horsepower will thank you. Habit number 7. Align your tires every 10,000 miles. Tires wear out fast, but misalignment wears them out 30% faster. And it's not just about tires. Your suspension and fuel economy take the hit too. Most manuals say check alignment at 12,000 miles or more. By then, damage is already done. Every pothole, curb tap, or rough road knocks your wheels slightly off. And once the angles are off, even by a degree, your tires start chewing themselves bald on the edges. Here's how to stay ahead. Every 6,000 to 10,000 miles, check alignment during tire rotation or oil changes, especially if you notice uneven tire wear, steering wheel off-center, or car pulling left or right. Don't try to DIY it. This isn't a driveway job. You need a rack, lasers, and a trained tech to get it precise. It's not cheap, but it's way cheaper than replacing 4 tires and a control arm at 80K miles. Want better handling, smoother driving, and max tire life? Then keep your wheels in line, literally.
Habit number 6. Avoid cold revving. Cold revving doesn't warm up your engine, it wounds it. And if you're doing it to get the oil moving, you're actually grinding metal together with zero protection. When your engine is cold, oil is thick and sitting at the bottom. Revving it high before that oil reaches the top? That's metal on metal at 3,000 plus RPM. What does that destroy? Pistons, bearings, turbo seals, lifters, and cams. Here's what to do instead. Start the engine, let it idle for 30 to 60 seconds, then drive gently until the temperature gauge starts to rise. Keep it under 3,000 RPM until fully warm. Driving warms your car up faster and safer than idling or revving. And if you've got a turbocharged car, cold oil and boost don't mix. It's a recipe for an early grave. Cold revving isn't tough. It's expensive. Warm up smart, or your engine won't live to see 200,000, let alone 500K. Habit number 5. Avoid excessive idling. You think idling is harmless? It's not. It's killing your engine in slow motion. When your car idles, oil pressure drops, just enough to starve your top-end parts. Your lifters, cams, and valve seals are sitting there under-lubricated while you scroll TikTok or warm up your coffee. Over time, those soft ticks turn into hard knocks,
And now you've got a $1,500 repair for something you thought was safe. And that's not all. Modern engines burn rich when they idle, meaning unburnt fuel sticks to your cylinder walls, washes down the oil, and causes carbon buildup inside the intake. For direct injection engines, that gunk doesn't burn off. It builds up until you're paying $700 to $1,200 for a full cleaning. Don't do this. Idling for 10 minutes to warm up in winter, sitting with the AC blasting in park for 30 minutes. Thinking remote start means let it run forever. Do this. Start the engine, wait 45 to 60 seconds, then drive gently to warm it up properly. Idling is easy, but it's wearing your engine out when no one's watching. If your goal is 500,000 miles, stop treating your engine like a phone charger. Shut it off, drive smart.
Habit number 4, wash the undercarriage often. Just because you can't see rust doesn't mean it's not eating your car alive. Underneath your clean paint and shiny wheels, corrosion could already be hard at work. Winter slush isn't just dirty, it's salt-packed acid that clings to metal and won't let go. Mud? It's full of moisture, gripping onto brake lines, fuel lines, control arms, and frame rails, places you'll never check until they fail. I've seen spotless cars on the surface snap their rear subframe in two underneath, all from years of hitting corrosion. Here's what you need to do. Rinse your undercarriage once a month during winter. Live near the ocean? Salt air is just as deadly. Wash often. Drive dirt roads? Same deal. Don't trust a drive-through wash unless it hits the frame and wheel wells. Bonus tip, a foam party on your hood doesn't protect your frame. You're not just washing dirt, you're removing what could cut your car's life in half. Want to hit 500,000 miles? Then clean where rust loves to hide. The undercarriage is the battleground, and corrosion never sleeps. Habit number 3, clean battery terminals. You don't need a dead battery to get stranded. Corrosion can do it quietly and faster than you think. I've seen perfectly good batteries fail to start cars because the terminals were crusted with corrosion. That green-white fuzz, it blocks current, strains your alternator, and messes with electrical sensors across your entire vehicle. And here's the worst part. It doesn't wait for a warning light. It builds fast. And if you're in a hot climate or doing short trips, it builds even faster. What to do?
Habit number 2, watch for unusual sounds. That weird noise you ignored? It was your car waving a red flag, and you turned the music up instead. Strange sounds aren't quirks. They're warnings, and the sooner you catch them, the cheaper the fix. Squealing when you brake could be worn pads or a warped rotor. Wait too long, and that's $600 gone. Clicking when you turn? Likely a failing CV joint. Keep driving, and you'll be replacing it plus towing at $900 plus. Knocking from the engine bay? Don't guess. That could be timing issues, bad lifters, or worse. The rule is simple. Turn down the music, roll the windows down, drive in silence once in a while. Listen, really listen. A healthy engine should sound smooth, confident, and consistent. Anything else is your car asking for help before the real damage hits. Want your car to make it past 500,000 miles? You have to hear it before you fix it. Habit number 1, track maintenance in a logbook or app. You won't remember your last oil change, and by the time you forget, something's already wearing out. Most car owners rely on memory, but missed fluid changes, skipped part replacements, and delayed inspections add up fast. That's how a $5 note turns into a $1,200 repair. Smart drivers don't guess. They track everything. How? Use a Glovebox notebook. Or go digital with free apps like Carfax, Simply Auto, Drivo, or My Carfax. Record every service, part, and date. Oil changes, belts, filters, coolant flushes, tire rotations. Here's what that gives you. Early pattern detection. Catch problems before they explode. Proof for warranties. Higher resale value with full history. Clear instructions for any mechanic touching your car. Want to make it to 500,000 miles? Then treat your car like a business. Track everything, because maintenance isn't just about what you do. It's about knowing what you've already done. Want your car to hit 500,000 miles? These habits are the way. If this helped, Drop a like, hit subscribe, and keep your car alive.